ago, they entered to the delight of this sold-out crowd. They're set for football as their Bills will do battle with the Indianapolis Colts. And we are underway in Buffalo. On the return, it's Nyheim Hines. And they've got it up past the 35, so pretty good starting field position. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play and 2nd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And now this is Hilton on the receiving end. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a 1st down.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? They'll run on 1st down with Marlon Mack. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Tackle made there by Matt Milano. Well, this defense for the Bills, they really played well a week ago in that win over the Jets.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
Now it's 2nd and 9. Here's Wentz to throw. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. He was looking for Jack Doyle that time. And now it's 3rd down.
I'm looking at this one with my defensive eyeglasses on, because you remember the old days when a tight end saw a linebacker covering him and thought he had a mismatch? But the way they can run nowadays, not necessarily so. They gave it a shot downfield. That one incomplete.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. That's complete to Jack Doyle, the tight end. And he is going to have a Colts 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Wentz to Doyle there, 1st down, Colts. On 1st down, it's Mack. And he's got some space here. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Marlon Mack with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Colts have taken the early lead on the road here in Buffalo. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He's got the connection to Cole Beasley. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a 1st down. Devin Singletary with his first carry of the game. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
From just shy of midfield, Allen, he's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another 1st down at the Colts 36. 14 yards that time for number 14. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 36. To the air, Allen. He'll find Diggs once more on the completion. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because it plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
They'll run on 1st down with Singletary. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23. This defense for the Colts, they were very good in the win last week against Jacksonville.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
Allen going to give this one to Singletary. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6. Allen. He's to the 10. Touchdown, Bills. Stephon Diggs. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bills are an extra point away from tying the football game. Personally, for him, a great opening drive. He had 3 catches, including the touchdown. That
felt like tremendous scouting, great film watching, and creating a game plan to start this off, not only to get him involved, but to send a message to the defense. You can have a lot to handle in this one.
Taken at the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, A 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Colts in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. On the give, this is Mack. He was brought down by Devon Kennard.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Wentz now to throw. This goes out right to Doyle. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a 1st down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Go, go. 20. Here we go. Let's go. Let's do it. 49.
On play action, it's Wentz. Steps away. Caught left side by Hilton. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Another good reception there. The Colts on the march. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
And he's taken down inside the 30. 62 yards rushing for him, as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium, because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. The tackle made by Levi Wallace.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense, rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Wentz fighting Hilton on the slant. And they'll get this down to the 10. The passing game for the Colts finding its stride, another 1st down.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago, because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Now Wentz. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. They'll toss this right side to Mack. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? They'll try and run. Here's Mack. And he's not going to get anywhere close to the marker, as they'll stop him well short of the yellow line. Such a long drive here. 3 points. That would be a disappointment, but I don't know if you can go for it here, can you?
Well, you know, the defense was really giving them a lot all the way downfield, and now they've stiffened. Forget that bend, don't break. Now they don't even want to let them get a yard, do they? So in this spot, You remember what the coaches told us before the ball game? Any drive that ends with a kick is going to be okay with us, whether it's a punt, a field goal, or an extra point. Take the field goal right here.
So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
After the made field goal, here's Blankenship again. Fielded just outside the goal line. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number one goal? Make the playoffs. Number two, win your division. Number three, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number one seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Another strong gain on the last 2 yards. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. So the shotgun snap to Allen. It's complete to Diggs. And a penalty flag down as he gets only about a yard. And let's listen in on the call. Darrell Williams, right tackle, the guilty party. They'll run out of the gun with Singletary. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Allen now looks to throw. And he's got his man here, Beasley. It's so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
And that's a nice job of working his way open down